Hi everyone, your faithful servant Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It is November the 21st. It's Saturday, my day 248. Reminding you again, I've done 248 of these broadcasts since March the 10th or thereabouts. That's my birthday. And I'm reporting the numbers to you from Vero Beach, Florida, here at the Victoria Condominium at Indian River Shores. So today, let's talk about the Dow first. The Dow ended up yesterday at about 29,263. That's the closing number yesterday on Friday. We have 34 days until Christmas, 41 days left in this year, 38 of 43 radiation days, 5 days to go. Once again, I need to remind you, of course, I don't put any commercials in here, so if you do see a commercial, it pops up. It's going to be like right over here, and that's just hit the skip button, and you can move ahead if you don't want to watch the commercials. No school zones to worry about today, but don't forget to get your flu shot. That's a very important thing. So we're still not doing very well here in the state of Florida, as you no doubt know. COVID-19 infections among Floridians are adding up at a level not seen since July, as the state on Friday tallied at least 9,000 new cases for the second consecutive day. 9,000 new cases for the second consecutive day. Florida's data showed 9,085 new infections, which is the same number as the previous day. That just almost doesn't seem coincidental. I don't even believe in coincidences, but nonetheless, that's what they say. The week began with 10,105 cases reported on Sunday, and the month-long trend of increases has shown no signs of letting up. The last time there were 2 straight days of at least 9,000 new cases was July 31st and August the 1st. The state on Friday also confirmed 80 new deaths linked to COVID-19, one less than the total reported on Thursday. The fatalities listed on the daily statistical report happened over several weeks, but were just confirmed in the past few days. Public health experts say the virus is considered under control. When COVID-19 test positivity rate is under 5%, Florida exceeded 5% by both their forms of measurement. Not political, but in the news, President Trump's eldest son, Donald Trump Jr., tested positive for COVID-19 this week. Amid a national surge in infections, Donald Trump Jr. is 42 years old, as the virus struck D.C. Republicans, including Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa and Senator Rick Scott of Florida. By the way, there's an old Chinese proverb that goes like this: our country needs to heed an old Chinese adage. If you do not change your direction, you may end up where you are headed. That was given to us by a gentleman by the name of Dr. Kavanagh. He's the founder of Health Watch USA. By the way, Kevin is going to be on the video with us here in the foreseeable future every once in a while. We do some other work with him as well, and he's very, very knowledgeable about COVID and the COVID pandemic going on. Remember what I say every day: only you can stop this pandemic. Only you can stop this pandemic. Nobody else. President can't do it. Only you can do it until we get the vaccine. Once we get the vaccine is the answer. Hopefully it will do the job, and it will be able to mitigate this thing and begin to slow it down and finally bring it to a dead halt. But remember, only you can stop this pandemic. Don't forget to push the like button, please. I would appreciate that very much. Alrighty, folks, let's pop into the weather forecast for today. Now, as you know, I tell you this every day. Sometimes this whole video doesn't get posted until the end of the day. Therefore, the morning forecast doesn't really mean anything. So it becomes a history lesson for you folks that are up north and wanted to know what the weather was like on Saturday morning. Showers this morning, then scattered thunderstorms developing during the afternoon hours. High 79, winds east-northeast 10 to 20 miles per hour, and the chance of rain on Saturday is about 50%. Then this forecast may be more relevant today for us. Tonight, Saturday night, variable clouds and scattered thunderstorms, low 72 degrees, winds east-northeast 10 to 15 miles per hour. The chance of rain tonight on Saturday night is about 50%. And then tomorrow, on Sunday, scattered thunderstorms, high near 80, winds east-northeast 10 to 15 miles per hour. And the chance of rain is going to be about 60% on Sunday. Alrighty, folks, let's dive right into the numbers today, and you'll see what they're going to tell us. We have no idea. As you can see, it is 7:17 when I'm putting this first part together in the morning, but obviously I'm not going to have these numbers until much later in the afternoon. Yesterday it was 3:30. One day it was as late as 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Not sure exactly what's going on over there, but nonetheless, I will have the numbers. I'll give you the graphs, and I will also give you the state-by-state death numbers as well. Alrighty, folks, here we are in the numbers department for Saturday. Today is November the 21st, Saturday. The numbers came in about 3:30. Sorry, I was a little busy today and got a little bit on behind today, but here we go with the numbers. So, looks a little bit better than yesterday. 54 new deaths reported in the past 24 hours for the entire state of Florida. Yesterday it was 79. That makes it 25 better than yesterday. So, we came down by 25 over yesterday. Positives, 8,409. Yesterday it was 9,085. We came down by 679. These are really big numbers, but they're better than they were yesterday, so let's go with them. Let's take a look at the positivity rate for the entire state of Florida in the past 24 hours. This is a one-day rate, 6.77%, 6.77%. As you hear me say every day, that number is always supposed to be under 5% for 14 days, and we have not seen that for quite some time. Now we'll take a look at Miami-Dade. 7 new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, 1,940 new positives. Broward County, that's Fort Lauderdale, 3 new deaths to report, 968 new positives. In Palm Beach County, 1 new death to report, 576 new positives. In Orange County, 5 new deaths to report, 400 new positives. And in Brevard County, that's Melbourne, 2 new deaths to report, 163 new positives. And in St. Lucie County, that is Fort Pierce, 5 new deaths to report, 54 new positives. So St. Lucie County, that's Fort Pierce, the positivity rate there is 5.69. Brevard County, that's Melbourne, the positivity rate there is 6.63. Orange County, that would be Orlando, 6.31 is the positivity rate. And then in Broward County, let's do Palm Beach County. Palm Beach County, positivity rate for one day is 6.56. And then Broward, Fort Lauderdale, 7.02. All right, here we are in Martin County. Martin County, no new deaths to report, 28 new positives in the past 24 hours. The positivity rate there is in the 5s, 5.93, trying to get into the 6s. And in Indian River County, where we are, 1 new death to report, 48 new positives. I'm not going to trust these numbers over here. Zip code 32960, 17 in the past 2 days. That's not one day, but for 2 days. Zip code 32963, that's 8 for the past 2 days. And zip code 32967, that's 18 in the past 2 days. This is the only place on this chart that I'm going to give you numbers for the past 2 days. All of them are in the past 24 hours, okay? Alrighty, folks. Now, Indian River County, again, as I said, 7.13, the positivity rate for our county for one day. It's supposed to be under 5. Not good at all. All right, and now here we go with the 7-day moving averages, 64.29 for the entire state of Florida, 64.29. That means approximately 64 people passed away within the past 7 days each day. Alrighty, now let's move over here and take a look at this other chart. These are the daily cases that we just finished showing you what they were for the past 24 hours. Now let me give you the 7-day moving averages for these new positivity cases. Look at this. Look at this upswing going up like crazy. Now the deal here is this is the problem that we're facing right now. Everybody is sort of relaxed. They're thinking, well, it didn't really affect me. This is not really a big deal. Now, this doesn't mean these people are going to die. It doesn't mean that they're anything. They just got tested and they have COVID-19. But it is going up comparatively speaking. If you go back here and take a look at what was going on in September and October, October the 5th, we were way, way, way down, and now we're way, way, way up. These numbers are really going up fast. Now, hopefully they don't develop into deaths, but we just don't know. That is a time lag there, so hopefully they will not develop into deaths. But let's take a look at the 7-day moving averages for the deaths. Now, here we go with those as well. Worst time we had here was back in August. See, we had peaks in August 17th and peaks in August the 5th, and then they started coming down, and we get down here to November the 7th, we reached a pretty good low, and now we're cranking back up again. Not as bad as it was back here, and it is going up somewhat slowly. So fortunately, our deaths don't seem to be climbing. Alrighty, folks, we're going to take a look at the deaths for the entire United States, state by state, basically on the states that we're primarily interested in. These are the ones that where the people who are watching these videos most frequently ask about. Let's take, and we're going to do these for the past 48 hours. If I give them to you for the past 24 hours, there's a lot of states missing that haven't reported quite yet, and you won't get a true picture of where we are. So this is the past 48 hours. Texas was in first place, or we'd say worst place, 189 for one day. Illinois was in second place with 147. Pennsylvania was in third place with 104. Kansas in fourth place with 84. California in fifth place with 81. Florida in sixth place was 79. These are the past 48 hours now. Wisconsin in seventh place was 78. Tennessee in eighth place was 74. Minnesota, for our Minnetonka friends, in ninth place, 68. Ohio in 10th place was 65. Indiana was in 11th place with 63. Missouri was in 12th place with 63 as well. Michigan was in 13th place with 57. And let's take a look at New York. New York was in 14th place with 50. We'll go down just a teeny bit further and take a look at Georgia, our neighbor, in 18th place with 40. Massachusetts in 21st place with 34. Go down a little bit more to Iowa in 24th place with 29. In Maryland was in 26th place with 26. New Jersey in 27th place with 24. Danny, you got them down a little bit. Keep pushing there. Our buddy Danny's up there working on these numbers to try to bring them down. Mississippi was in 29th place with 23. Connecticut was in 30th place with 23. We'll go down a teeny bit further to Utah in 35th place with 17. Colorado in 38th place with 15. Rhode Island in 42nd place with 5. Maine in 46th place with 2. New Hampshire in 48th place with 1. Vermont was in 49th place with 1. Wyoming did not report. Alabama, or rather Alaska, did not have anything to report. Those are the numbers for the entire state, all the states in the United States, for the past 48 hours. Okay, now let's take a look at what we refer to as the global view. These are the really big numbers. USA cases just went over 12 million. 44,934. That was the USA cases. Let's take a look at the USA deaths, 255,541. The global cases, 59,974,667. And the global deaths, 1,378,411. So those are the numbers today. These are the numbers for the global view. These are the biggest numbers we have. So thank you very much for watching. We got a couple more things to stick here at the end of our video. Alrighty, folks, our shout-outs for Saturday, as always, includes Marie Arnold, Diana Stark, Now Florida Lizzie, Cheryl Deacon, Alan Mary June, Gina Raymond, Joan, Ellen, Elizabeth, that's Elizabeth Hutchison, George, Vanessa in Miami, Tony in Miami, Kevin out there in Houston, Wayne and Dorothy Mahoney up in Minnesota, the Minnetonka friends, the Kennedys, nice folks, very nice folks. A lot of these people I never have met in my life. Then there's Donna, Jim Davis here in Vero Beach, just one of the best radio voices on the planet, plus a terrific, he knows more about radio than any 10 people I know. Tommy DeBray, my old radio buddy from Fort Lauderdale, he's now living on the west coast of Florida and still active in radio. Ramon Carey is busy moving from Victoria into his new mansion here in Vero Beach. Captain Marcia, who's on duty today at our front gate. Danny up in New Jersey, who's trying to keep those numbers down. Keep it up, Danny. Keep doing it. I know you can make it happen. Ron and Barb Dumoulin, Jim Peabody, Britt, Betsy, Sherry Hale, Jay, Sherry Brown, one of the best real estate persons on the Treasure Coast. When it comes to real estate, if we're buying real estate, we always see Sherry Brown. Timothy, John Marks, Kelly over at the Polo Deli, John Marks and Kelly have both the Polo Deli and the Polo Bistro. Polo Bistro is over here on Indian River. The Polo Bistro is over here on... The Polo Bistro is over here at the Pelican Plaza, and neither place you can't go into any of these places, but they have great pre-prepared food and the very, very best prices on wine. You want to get some wine, give them a call, come give them your credit card, go down there, and they'll throw it into your car for you. You're in good shape. Heather Mason Wood, we always say hi to Heather, my very favorite name. Gail Beeson, Carol, K-A-R-O-L, and the other Carol, C-A-R-O-L, Young, and Bobby Young up in Kentucky. Barb, Jay, Megan Davis, Diane, Joyce, Rosemary Biddle, Edith Stokes, Ginger, Barbara, Donna, Brenda, Costas, Donald, Julie, Muffy, and Paul. Then our Facebook friends like Ayla, Ann, Hallie, Danshaw, and George. These guys are moving over to a different platform, so they won't be there on Facebook much longer. George Ed is doing the same thing. Kathleen, Bruce, Jay Parm, Jean, Nancy Bicknell and Nancy Strazula, Susan Taylor, Barbie Chandler, Barbara Parrott, Billy Moss, Lisa Crider Brown, and Kimberly Eve Crider Peasy. Easy peasy. Those are my daughters, of course. Alrighty, so alrighty, folks. So those are the shout outs for today, for Saturday, November the 21st. Okay, folks, again, I remind you today we are celebrating the life of John Toffner Jetson. Everybody in town knows him as Jetson, and Johnny Jetson, and he's had Jetson Appliance Store since 1974 in Fort Pierce. But there's been a number of stores. He has them in Fort Pierce, in Stuart, and in Vero Beach, and he's the 32nd largest appliance dealer in the United States. He gets that buying power because he buys with a lot of other stores as well. But that's a real tribute to him to have established a store that competes with the big box stores. And in Vero Beach, Fort Pierce, and Stuart generally outsells the big box stores 2-1. Johnny was in the Air Force. He served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. He was in communications, and he was a front-end commander of a plane that was known as the Skymaster O2 Cessna, and he had a very responsible job doing that. He was very, very concerned about the veterans and celebrated veterans here at his store and in Vero Beach for the entire time he's owned his store down there. He gave a lot to our community, and we just want to remember John Jetson Toffner. As I said, I've known him since, I actually didn't know him in high school, but I knew his grandparents in high school. His grandfather was the CPA and the chief accountant, in-house accountant, the Florida Military Academy, where I went to school in Fort Lauderdale, and his grandmother was in charge of the wardrobes. He was known as Colonel T, his grandfather. Then he came, amazingly enough, he came to Fort Pierce about the same time as I did when I started my radio station, WMJR, when I started my radio station down there, WFTP and WIZD. So he and I were business associates because he advertised a lot on our stations and so forth. John always helped people when he could. If you asked him for help or he knew you needed help, he would be happy to pitch in and the Jetson way give you some ideas as how to get things done. By the way, in lieu of flowers, send your contributions if you would like to do so. Make it to Dogs and Cats Forever, 4600 SELVITZ Road, Fort Pierce, Florida, 34981. This is part of the Humane Society. Services are going to be held today, Saturday, November the 21st, at 11 to 1 p.m. It probably is already passed by the time you see this. But it was going to be held at the West Side Church, 3361 South Jenkins Road in Fort Pierce. And just remember, just today is a day we remember John Jetson Toffner, and I've posted some pictures up here for you to take a look. And so we dedicate this program today to John Jetson Toffner. Have a blessed Saturday.